shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. The city's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so light.
Hi, I'm Terry Lemire, Aging Life Care Manager with Healthy Home Living Solutions. I'm here at Village Crossing, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. I cannot believe we are midway through October already, and we've got lots of great stuff happening. If you haven't watched in a while or this is your first time, thank you so much for joining us. Leave a comment. Let us know that you're here. Just like Mama Cone is here. Good morning. Get ready, go. That's right. We are going to do that this morning. And look at that. Gary Morton joining us this morning. Good morning, Frederick, Dani, Randy, and Mama Cone. I love it so much. Thank you so much. Also, if you have an announcement or you just want to be on the show, we'd love to have you. Interviews live on the show now at 9:30 and 9:45 weekdays. You can click on the link in the description to sign up for a date, and we would love to host you right at 401 North Market Street in downtown. We'd love to have you on there. All right, let's go ahead and officially start Good Morning Frederick. Thanks to Fusion Car Wash, now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, and the other one on TJ Drive near Wise. Got self-serve vacuums at TJ Drive, but both have that high-tech drive-through wash. And at the FSK Mall location on Spectrum Drive, you can have the Fusion Car Wash team give your car that mini interior detail. It's all included as part of some of the car washes they have there. You can get the full listing at fusioncarwash.com. All right. We've got our morning roundup thanks to Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland that put on the Good Morning Frederick wrap. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you? I'm just waiting for the
great.
next
How are
person
you
to come
today?
wave at behind the window.
Yeah,
That's
as long
right.
as they
we
don't.
got the wave and win if you right now until we're off from Market Street. If you wave in the window, you get a free Good Morning Frederick t-shirt.
Now, just to be clear, we're downtown, so wave with your hand, not a pistol or a knife. You're just waving with your hand.
Yeah, let's wave, not aggressively. No aggressive waving.
Wow. Way to give somebody an idea, Randy.
Well, you got to just make sure you put it out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Say what we don't want. Let's say what we do want. We want a fan of Good Morning Frederick to come on down. Now, we were 2 for 2 last week, and I would love to continue that trend when we're live from 401 North Market Street, which is now called Studio 401 as well. So we got the home of everything, Frederick, with Good Morning Frederick stuff in there. We got Studio 401. All of it's happening downtown now.
Yeah. And if you're really good, Randy will show you the cot that he sleeps on.
It's nice. It's nice. I got it off the TikTok shop.
There you go.
Working him to the bone. Working him to the bone.
It's just a little bit smaller than they said it was going to be.
But good news is I'm short, so it works.
Yeah. So Bob, if you haven't been down to the shop in a while, we got a whole yard sale corner where there's bargains galore. We got our TikTok shop shelf where you can purchase stuff that we've tried out on TikTok from TikTok. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, and then eventually I'm going to try to get you maybe to have a few of my Mamacita's paintings, maybe some cards or whatever that she's done.
I know. You've been saying this for about a year now. I'm waiting.
Every time I go down there, they shut the doors. They lock them up and they're like, you have a 301 hat on. It says 401.
Right.
Go down a block.
Let me just tell you, too, we have a new area code here in the Frederick area.
I did not know that.
Randy, what's that? Is it 227?
227, yeah.
227 is the new area code for Frederick.
Wow. Now, what parts of that do we know? I got to look that up. I'm not as quick as Randy on these kind of things. He's already got this stuff up in his 1,000, open tabs on his computer.
Well, you gotta be quick, Bobby.
I am.
Yeah. No, he just went and got a new phone, and they issued the area code 227.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think they do it.
It's an overlay of Western Maryland.
Is that where it is?
Yep. They're showing it. Well, it goes all the way down to. It's like I'm going to show you quick. I can't bring up stuff like you guys do, but that's kind of where it says it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a big slice of pie there.
Yeah, I kind of remember the days. So, obviously we're from the 301, Bob's hat. That was the OG. And then, remember all the prefixes. You knew when we were growing up here in Frederick, when I got a 694 prefix, people were like, where are you? Well, that's weird. It's only 662 and 663. And then it was 694 and 695. And now it's just, you can't even keep track anymore.
Well, I remember when my dad, his office, we got 898. And that's fancy word there. I mean, you could call to the other side of Frederick.
The other side of Frederick. It is true. 898, and then there was 788 for Jefferson area. You knew kind of where people were from based on the prefix of their phone number.
Do you still remember your home numbers?
Oh, my parents still have their home number.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, still know it by heart, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody has went into some kind of distress watching us program.
Well,
the ambulance.
If it's only one, Bob, we're doing good. Yeah. If it's only one, we're doing good.
That's something else that real quick, and I know we'll bring up I was sitting here yesterday morning at about 4:45 in the morning, and the fire alarm sounded in Woodsboro, not just once, but twice. So I tried to find out where it was going, and it's like, you live in a rural area when the fire alarm still goes off. We still have a fire alarm, even though there are probably people who are paid to be at our local fire company. They're still going off.
What do you mean?
2 alarms mean it's a fire. 1 alarm means it's an ambulance.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
The fire alarms that that are at the fire station. The ones that go.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean
Can
like
you
the
imagine that
Germans are
being
coming?
in downtown Frederick? There would be so many complaints about being disturbed.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, back in the day, before they had all the beepers and all the other stuff, when the fire, WFMD used to run something that said the fire alarm sounded somewhere in Frederick County. Details next. And the fire departments, wherever it was, would know to tune to WFMD because they had no other way to find out where the fire was. And WFMD would tell the volunteer firefighters where to go to fight the fire.
That sounds like a terrible system.
It
Like
worked, and actually our boss made money off of it because it was brought to you by, I forget what insurance company.
Of course, we got to sell it. If it
Yes.
walks or talks, we sell it.
Yes, absolutely. And I remember working in the barn with my washing some cattle, and the fire alarm sounded. I heard a loud boom, and I'm like, you know what? And I ran to the radio. I turned it to WFMD, and that's when I found out about the big Air Force plane crash, which was about 1.5 miles from my house. So it works. Oh, sometimes old school works.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes.
Sometimes old school does work. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, welcome to It's Bald Day and
Yes!
National Bald
Yeah!
Day.
Is
So-
it National Bald Day?
It is National
is.
Bald Day. We don't know it because we all have heads of hair.
Right. Yeah, the rest of us.
Well, hold on a second now. This was discussed on the morning show today. Not everybody can celebrate National Bald Day because not everybody can have the perfect circumference rounded head as I do.
Perfect.
Now,
Not so sure.
Yeah, well,
Not so sure.
if you take a look at it, there's no dents. It's not a funny
You get
shaped
the
head.
little cone heads of SNL on there. I think, a little bit.
Right.
A little bit.
No,
It might be the
not
camera view. Might be the
Not-
camera view, but
that
it's
is
a little
abs-
conical there.
Ab-
Anyway, real quick, I just want to say Gary Morton is schooling us as well. House Siren actually called the volunteers.
Yes.
Come on, Bob.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
They called
All
the
right.
volunteers. Yeah, that's where they would call, and then they would, yeah. So I'm on there.
Can we get
But
back-
You know what? Gary said hi to everybody except for yours truly and Chris. So
You guys
he's on
weren't
the bad
yet.
list now.
You weren't on yet.
Can we get back to my shaped head, please? I got to defend myself. You see me in person almost every day, Danny. This is not a cone head. It's this cheap camera that WFMD gave me that makes my head look like this. It is beautifully
I'll
rounded.
accept that. I'll accept
It's
that.
nice.
Big
And
head.
not big, normal size cranium to fit a big brain, Bob. That's what it is.
Mm.
Anyway, sorry I was late. We had an interview with a Democratic candidate who's running against April McLean Delaney. So,
And you're still talking to him? Oh,
well, yeah, he's
Hey.
a nice guy.
real quick. How about them Commanders?
Oh,
You
God,
know-
don't start.
From a Cowboys fan what was the score of your game?
And a
It was
Jets
bad.
fan.
It was bad.
It wasn't on
Jets
national
fan,
TV.
A Cowboys fan. I mean, really, in this grouping, I think we, though, lost. And go ahead, because my brother, I had to go to bed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I couldn't go to bed. I was sick to my stomach because there was garbage. But as garbage as it was, we still are better than the Cowboys.
We'll
Cowgirls.
find out next week, won't we?
Well, I mean, just by the record, we don't have to find out, Bob. Our record is better than yours. So, I mean, I just go by
We'll
actually what
find
we've
out.
already done.
We'll find out.
I just go by actual, we already have the records to see that we're better than you. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't hear
I'm okay with that because I think that if we actually had a defense, we would know who was on top of the NFC East. It would be no problem because we
Wait a
have the
minute.
number one
I love how
offense
we
in the
say
nation.
If we had a defense, so if we had a good team, we would be the best. But
No, that's what I'm saying. We would be the best if we had a
We
good
also
team.
don't have a defense.
We have a horrible defense. It's worse than the Jets almost, and the Jets are horrible. But
I was
our
gonna say,
offense is number one in just about every category.
I'm staying out of this conversation as much as I love talking sports because I'm a sports guy. My team's winless, so I've got nothing to say. All I can say is hopefully a decent draft pick as far as the Jets go. But, Jets will win about 4 more games, maybe 5 more games this season. Of course, won't make the playoffs and won't get a good draft pick. It will be the same old Jets. So,
yeah.
Well, the good news
But-
is that generally the Commanders and the Cowboys always give us a pretty darn good game, regardless.
Always,
regard-
no
yeah.
matter.
Regardless of the record, for sure. But it was not a good night last night. Our defense, speaking of terrible defense, that's exactly what the Commanders
That's
have.
what Tommy says. Yeah.
Really hope that I don't hope anybody gets fired, but I'm done with the Joe Witt experience on defense. We need to move in another direction. So we'll see. It was a sloppy game. The Bears tried to give the game away 33 times, and the Commanders just wouldn't take it. So not a great night in down in.
Well, when I was watching the game, I saw the Commanders kind of toss up the football. Well, throw it on the ground, toss it into somebody else's hand, but it's just one of those nights. The Bears may be a better team than we thought they were.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
Sure did
The
spank
Bears
my
are
Cowboys.
exactly
So
what we thought they were.
I got to go with something there.
No,
Hey,
that was
Danny says that we always have to bring something. Don't forget the Charlie Kirk Vigil tonight. It's the National Day of Remembrance. Charlie Kirk's birthday, 6 to 9 p.m. down at Baker Park at the band shell. Should be I hope, a special event.
I hope so, for sure. Yeah.
And-
We'll have
and
to
Yeah,
no
I
see.
think-
trouble.
I think the weather should be okay. The rain should hold off. I think all the rain that we're going to get today happened overnight and this morning. Looks like it's going to be cloudy, but I always say bring that umbrella just in case because, well, you never know. But we should still be
Never
okay weather-wise.
All right, Randy, what do you got?
Well, in some national news, Israeli hostages exchanged for Palestinian prisoners. Hamas freed 20 living Israeli hostages, and Israel released nearly 2,000 Palestinian detainees yesterday as part of a ceasefire, ending that devastating 2-year war in Gaza. Signed by President Trump and the leaders of Egypt, Turkey, and Qatar, and helped broker the agreement. Earlier the day, Trump became the first U.S. president since George W. Bush in 2008 to directly address the Israeli parliament, where he declared the historic dawn of a new Middle East. So that's pretty good for him. I don't know if you guys talked about this morning on your show, Bob, but Frederick County Councilman McKay won't seek re-election. Apparently, health issues stepping away from the 2026 race. That District 2 seat opens early, and we'll see who will fill that one.
We actually talked about that yesterday. I don't know, because obviously everybody goes, well, what's wrong with him? Well, he's sick, apparently, and he's going to step down and take care of his health and be with his family. I think that's all we need to know. He's a political figure, and I didn't necessarily always agree with Steve when he first came onto the scene. He was a big proponent and, did a good job about building down in Urbana, which is what kind of spurned him into politics. But I wish nothing but the best for him in his future and making sure that he stays healthy and hangs around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not ready for it. Wasn't a big fan to hear about it, but Frederick County Public Works team took to their snowplows early for the annual snow rodeo. You guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Snow rodeo.
I didn't hear about it, but I did see a bunch drive. I'm like, why are the snow plows out? What is going to happen?
Apparently, drivers maneuver through tight cones, mock mailboxes, and serpentine turns, simulating what it's like to clear ice-packed streets in January. The event, this is an actual event where they actually even have an award, believe it or not. The event sharpens safety and precision for crews responsible for nearly 27,000 miles of county roads here in Frederick. Organizers say it's part training, part friendly competition, and yes, a trophy for the best plow driver in Frederick County, and I'm determined to figure out who that is.
Yeah, let's figure out. Do you guys know? We should.
No, not yet. But it's not hard to find out. We can call over there and find out. And but you know what? If you're driving in the rural areas, sometimes we get snow that's way up there, and you got to be able to see those mailboxes. I don't want somebody to plow through my mailbox. Those are big. Those are some big, big plows. So, and
I'd love if somebody actually plowed Grove Hill Road up that hill over there when it gets a lot of snow, so we can actually get to work, so my car doesn't get stuck and I got to walk up that freaking hill. But that's one of the, I guess, the only few sections that's the county is Grove Hill Road over there. The rest of 40 is the city. So, which is why we probably don't get that plowed like we should.
I think they come up there every now and then, but I think we pay somebody to do it. So
more private road versus county road.
Well, no, I'm talking about that public road. As soon as you turn into Grove Hill and that hill, that's still the public road. Not when we get on our property, that we get somebody plowed, but that hill up there, no. Nobody usually plows that. And I know that for a fact because my car has gotten stuck up there.
Four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive.
Well, and in one fun note, it is just 17 days or so to Halloween. It's National Face Your Fears Day. One way to celebrate is to take a road trip through the country to the creepiest places. These are the creepiest names. They've named all 50 states. Maryland, I tried to find this place. It's called Grave Run, apparently the scariest place here in Maryland as far as the name is concerned. In Delaware, it's Slaughter Beach. I thought that was pretty good. And in Pennsylvania, you are scared to be over in Devil's Den.
Oh, boy. Do you remember as a kid driving, I think it was near Burkittsville, where you told the story and it looked like you were being pushed uphill by
Spook Hill.
Spook Hill.
Yeah.
Hill, yeah.
Yes.
I know some sections of Baltimore that's scary all year round, not just Halloween, but I'll just keep that.
Is it as scary as your forehead? Let's just see here. I don't.
My forehead is beautiful, and it only looks like an egg because I'm getting closer to the camera. Look, no wrinkles on this head, Randy. It's beautiful. Okay, thank you so much.
I had one of those on my wall. It's called a fat head, but it was a superstar. My daughter one time, her and her friend went through Penhurst Asylum, I think it is, or maybe another asylum up in Pennsylvania, and they made you sign a waiver before you went through it, and they didn't have, they only had a very few exit doors, and they couldn't make it through. They said it was the scariest thing that they had ever gone through, that they felt.
Really?
They felt not only was it, put there for Halloween or whatever, but they're like, my daughter's like, I felt like demonic spirits were all over that place. So I'm like, you're the one who went in.
There's a place
where's that?
In Indiana called Waverly Sanatorium or something like that. And that place, we took a few people there, and we took some ghost hunters, and it was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
that's like the magazine Penthouse, Pennsylvania. I've never heard of that before.
Lord.
Was that what you said?
I might be muting your mic now.
Yeah.
No, please. I thought that's what he said.
No.
Don't mute my mic. People would miss all the intelligent things I have to say, Danny.
Yeah, like
well.
Penthouse. By the way, back in the day when Frank and I, one of the greatest interviews, and I have it on tape somewhere still, Roscoe Bartlett and the publisher of Penthouse magazine, Bob Guccione, on the air at the same time.
Oh my Lord!
You need to break that one out.
Yeah, we
got an Italian guy.
Yeah, I guess he was the manager. Nice. He was the publisher. It was when Bartlett wanted to take all the adult magazines out of commissaries, and they were arguing each other about that. And I'm like, I asked Roscoe Bartlett, I'm like, have you ever seen a Penthouse magazine? He said, no, I have not, but I have seen Hustler. And I about peed myself.
Wow.
Well, I don't even know if that's an upgrade. That's he should just
no.
Yeah,
well, there you go.
He should have just said, "I read them for the articles."
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's like going to Hooters for the wings, right? Yep, I go there for the food. Exactly.
That's right.
All right. I guess we should say today will be my last day on Good Morning Frederick. We talked about it yesterday. I am moving on, unfortunately. So, Danny, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. This was really tons and tons of fun. I love being on here with you and, of course, Bob, and for a short time with Randy. So you are going to make an amazing success out of this. Don't forget us little people, okay, when you make it big.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Well, we wish you the best. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow on Good Morning Frederick.
With Danny, Randy, Bob, and what was that other guy's name? Hell, we forgot it already.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Yeah. Hey, Randy, while you're still here, though, starting next week, right?
Starting next week, we are going to be introducing an afternoon show here live from Studio 401 that will be taking over Frederick and having a lot of fun. We're planning a lot of cool things. Excited to kick that off. If you've been down to 401 North Market Street, you've seen the transformation that Dani, who, by the way, I mean, Chris is saying when you make it big, who says you haven't already made it big?
Right,
I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I'm a little offended that he doesn't feel like I'm there yet. But you know what? We're getting there. And all thanks to you coming down to help me do this. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible. But I'll be riding co-host on the afternoon show live from Studio 401. And it's going to think morning show radio at 5 p.m. We're going to have some good times. We're going to be out on Market Street doing some funny bits and entertaining you as you leave work, get home, and get settled in. It's going to be a lot of fun. We can't wait.
There's nothing like it currently in Frederick, or really in anything that I've seen. So we're excited to bring it to you live from Studio 401. We want it to be involving a lot of. We're going to put the actual like Chris and Bob join us. We're going to put the link actually in every one of our shows. So just any old person like Gary or Tommy or anybody that is here can join the conversation like a radio show, and we can have a great. Stuff you guys want to jump on. If you don't, you just want to be a voyeur and watch, you can certainly do that too. But we got a lot of fun stuff planned, so I'm super excited about it.
And you know, Mama Cone's going to have a space on that show. We're going to have a whole segment with her. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time. And we invite you to be a part of it starting next week, 5 p.m., live from Studio 401. All right. Have a great afternoon, great day, and I'll see you a little later.
Okay. Take care.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're coming back with what is happening in Frederick. That is what this show is all about, highlighting all the special people, events, and everything that goes on in and around Frederick. And I've got Andy Moss from Frederick Dream Lab coming up as well, so you don't want to miss that. All that's coming up just after this.
Eggs, hidden all across Frederick, every single one, a winner.
Oh, I love living in Frederick. It's so nice here. Everything is perfect.
You do know that Frederick has its secrets, right?
Something's happening in Frederick after dark. Places we see every day, they're not the same at night.
Don't start with that. It's just stories.
Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Oh, I'm little. Here we go. There we go. All right, let's find out what is happening in Frederick.
Sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza, off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. tacobar1.com or taquito by tacobar.com.
All right. Yes. Want to thank them so much for that. All right. Coming up, let's see. Today is the 14th. So tomorrow, that's right, Wednesdays in October, 10 to 3, free microchip clinic, Frederick County Animal Control on Rosemont Avenue. Even though they're under construction, they are still open and available. So invite you to head over there 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. On the 17th, this is Friday, Trek or Treat kicks off at Tree Trekkers. And there's also that cocktails and carbs to benefit Hartley House from 6 to 9 p.m. You can get your tickets at hartleyhouse.org. On the 18th, that's Saturday, you got Walk a Mile in Their Shoes for Hartley House at the Baker Park Band Shell. That starts at 10 a.m. And then you can hear some great speakers and find out more information about all the great programming that Hartley House has. From 10 to noon, you got the YMCA Trunk or Treat. And you can head over there. That's at the Downtown Y, just kind of right off 9th Street. 11 to 3, you can head over to the FSK Mall for the Frederick Fire and Rescue Open House. That is going on there. Noon to 5, you've got Halloween at Sugarloaf Mountain Vineyard. That is a fundraiser for Wags for Hope. You can get your tickets at wagsforhope.org. Noon to 5 is also Woodsboro Days at Woodsboro Regional Park. Huge yard sale, food sale, tons more live music. You can head up there for that. 5:30 to 8:30, it's Cocktails and Clydesdales in Kemar with food trucks and drinks and live music. That is benefiting Platoon 22. And at 8 p.m. this Saturday, the Hallmark holiday movies kick off for all you big Hallmark movie fans out there, and I know there are lots of them. Next Monday, 10 a.m., we're kicking off the countywide Halloween adult egg hunt. It kicks off. 300 eggs are going to be hidden around Frederick County. Every egg is a winner. Top prize includes $500 plus some Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. You can get all of that just by finding the eggs. You got to be on Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page. Check out the event for the countywide egg hunt and make sure you RSVP is going, because that is where all the photos of the eggs will be released. You're going to want to check that out so that you can be a part of it. People had a great time when we did this in the spring, so you can head on out and find some eggs there. The 21st is Pints for Polio Day at Rockwell Brewery. On the 23rd, which is Thursday, it is WFRE's Ladies' Night. That's a week from this Thursday. And and you're going to want to come on out because we have free mechanical bull rides. You'll win some T-shirts from Good Morning Frederick and Shannon Flannery of Maurer Realty. She is the real estate goddess, and we will see you out at that event. We have so much great stuff that goes on in and around Frederick every single day. If you want the full calendar, go to the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page. You will see it pinned to the top of the page there. The best calendar in the land is how I title it. And if you have an event you want to include it on the calendar, just let me know if it's not already there. Email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, or you can message me through social media. If you want me to talk about your event, I can do that as well. It's just $25 for 5 days, $40 for 10 days, and I'm happy to mention it for you. We've got so much great stuff that goes on in and around Frederick County. We love to support all of these fantastic events as well. And we appreciate you guys sending them to us. And just in case you do not know what the calendar looks like, first of all, this is what we call a short link. If you go to your computer browser and you type in bit.ly/, and it is case sensitive, it is Everything Frederick Calendar. So it's an upper E, upper F, and then lowercase calendar. You will have access to the full calendar. that has all of the events on it. And one of the great things about that is that if you have, we were just talking to people the other day, if you've got friends coming in from out of town, or maybe you're trying to entertain them and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got to work. We got to turn these people loose and we're not sure what we're going to do. Here's a great thing that you can do. I'm sorry. I got to look around my stuff here to pull it up. All right. So this is when you click the link, it may give you a message that you need to continue forward to the site, because apparently, a few people ruin a lot of good things, and people probably put not such great websites on a short link. And so in order to move forward, you have to agree to go forward. So anyway, you're going to get that pop-up screen from Bitly that just makes sure you want to proceed. What I always do is click on schedule, right? That gives you the times that everything begins. But look at, this is just today, okay? This is just today. Look at all of the amazing events we have in Frederick that kick off just today. I mean, there are so many. And this is what I love about Frederick. If you are bored, it is on you, my friends. All right. If you want to see tomorrow, same thing. Look at this. Look at all of these events that are happening in Frederick tomorrow. Okay. Always great stuff going on in and around Frederick. But the best thing is you coming in. Let's look at Saturday. All right. You got friends coming in from out of town. Maybe you got stuff you have to do. They need to be entertained from about 11 a.m. until, well, you can give them this calendar and look at everything that starts at 11. Here are things that start at 12 and 2. So they can go from thing to thing and have the best time. So easy to keep people entertained when you've got that Everything Frederick calendar. We spend a lot of time to make sure it is updated with all the best events, and that you are updated with that as well. All right. Need to do this. Let's go ahead. We're going to take one more quick break. We're going to come back with Andy Moss from Frederick Dream Lab. This is very cool. And they've got a 2-part session coming up starting this weekend. And I think you're going to want to know about it. Here you go. It comes up right after this.
At Colonial Jewelers, we're celebrating 77 years in downtown Frederick. During the month of October, everything in the store will be on sale. With the area's largest selection, it's the best time for early holiday shopping or making a special purchase with interest-free financing. The Colonial Jewelers Anniversary Sale, celebrating 77 years as Frederick's premier jeweler. The Colonial Jewelers Box. There's just more in it.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate she's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business. They are located here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of those windows and gutters and even build you new patios or decks. Not too late right now, but you're going to want to get some of this stuff done before that cold weather comes in. If you've been feeling drafts through some windows, Go ahead and give Sandra a call, 301-703-2157, or send an email, info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. All right, we're going to find out who is making the market great. Market Makers is sponsored by Maryland Lottery, with tons of ways to win with hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket can net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with the top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download the app, scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. All right, Andy is joining us, and he's got Frederick Dream Lab with a two-part session. First one comes up this weekend. Here he is. Coolest things about Frederick County is it's full of amazing people. That is one thing Good Morning Frederick has taught me over a year and a half so far. And Andy Moss is I'm telling you, this is very, very cool. I want to welcome you to Good Morning Frederick, Andy, and you're from Frederick Dream Lab.
That's right. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on the program today.
Okay, this is cool because we all always talk about, oh my gosh, I had the craziest dream. And a lot of us go to the internet and say, what does it mean when I'm running with scissors, or I'm falling and I'm waking up, or I saw an ex-boyfriend that I haven't seen for 30 years. Is this really kind of what you guys delve into for people?
I would say yes, right? So yes, absolutely. We all have dreams like that, that we can't help but feel curious about what does it mean when I see my ex in a dream, or what does it mean that my teeth are falling out, right? That kind of thing. The thing that I love about getting together a group of people is that you can really dive into the individual meaning of a dream for each person, right? So somebody's teeth are falling out in a dream. That can mean a lot of different things depending on the person. Like maybe they need to consider getting dentures, right?
Yeah. It could be literal, right?
Yeah,
or it could be figurative. Right.
Yeah, but a lot of the time it has more to do with some important aspect of their life. And we can sit down and discuss that, whether one-on-one or as part of a group of people who are really supportive and just really curious about what those individual symbols mean for individual people.
Yeah, and the group thing, really, I mean, obviously, unless it's something very, very personal, but I think people would go, oh, yeah, that's kind of, I've had that too. Or, they have their own personal spin on something like that. How long have you been studying dreams, or the meanings of people's dreams?
Yeah, I think I really started getting curious about dreams in college, in my college years. So about 15 years ago. I started to experience some of my first lucid dreams. So the dreams where within the dream that you are dreaming. And some of those experiences just kind of came about naturally. And at that point, I was like, wow, I'm in this other world, and what's possible within that world, and what can you actually do with it? And like you said, what are some of these symbols mean, like on a cultural basis and on a personal basis? So I got really curious there, and it's just kind of blossomed over the years. It's certainly taken time, but as I've learned more and more, I've just become more and more curious about what would it mean to kind of take that to a group of people, to build out that network, to see how people in real life sitting down across from you, and not necessarily always through a screen, can relate to each other, talking about these super weird and strange and personal experiences, right?
Yeah, and in a group, really, I mean, getting that moral support from your peers is sometimes really all you need, even if you can't actually put your finger on, I'm sure, the meaning, or it doesn't ring, if you don't feel like it may ring true. Just having that moral support, I think, is awesome. So you're doing a couple workshops coming up here soon. So tell me a little bit about them and how they work.
Yeah, so coming up, we have an offering that's called Dream Seed. It's a 2-part workshop. It'll be on Sunday, October 19th, and then a follow-up on, I believe it's November 3rd, 2 Sundays, 2 weeks apart. So basically, the first workshop will dive into dream incubation, which is all about inviting a dream, inviting maybe like asking a question about what part of my life needs healing, or how can I bring myself differently to this problem, inviting a certain type of dream from the unconscious, and then really holding that intention close as you go to sleep. And then when you wake up, just kind of write down and reflect on that dream experience. So that's the very kind of short summary of dream incubation.
Yeah.
We learn all sorts of techniques and ways of bringing dream incubation practice into our lives.
So that's really interesting, and we'll talk about the second part first.
Yeah.
But really, so you can, or we can, invite dreams to happen, so you can be conscious when you go to sleep, thinking about something in particular, which would invite that to come about.
Yeah. So a lot of research points to this idea that we dream about the things that are important in our lives. And
yeah, I guess that makes sense. Of course.
Truly,
Yeah.
right. And shout out to Deirdre Barrett. She wrote the book Committee of Sleep, a Harvard researcher who kind of studied this phenomenon extensively. I think the statistic that she came to find was that in a dream incubation practice, even just doing this once, not over a sustained period of time, dreamers who tried out this incubation practice, 2/3 of them dreamt something about the topic that they kind of put into the world within their intention. And 1/3 of the dreamers actually came up with a solution, quote unquote, to their problem. They came up with actually, beneficial results in their lives. So
that is unreal. But
yeah.
the mind, the brain, the power of it is just, it's so incredible that I know we only tap into such a small percentage. It's very, very cool. And what a great environment to be able to do this in. So that's part one. You kind of given this task for this first workshop. And then you do that for the couple of weeks, and then you come back for the second part.
Yeah, so then the idea is spend a little bit of time. I understand that everybody has a full life, so what they can bring to this practice over the 2 weeks in between the workshops, great. We'll work with that. And then the second part is learning some techniques for what's called dream embodiment, or imaginal embodiment. And basically what that is all about is, and it's actually a lot easier to do within a group setting than it is to do one-on-one or even just by yourself. But basically you re-experience the dream environment, and then kind of really grasp onto somatic cues within the dream, what our body is experiencing, what emotions are coming up, and how you can physically feel them. Because that's what's happening in a dream. We're surrounded by a full-on environment that's entirely imaginal, but real at that time. It's real within the dream.
Right.
And some of the research behind dreams has really borne out that dreaming is a feeling-based and a body-based experience. Our limbic system is highly active during this period of our lives when we're dreaming. And so it seems that if we're going to take any sort of message from a dream, we should incorporate how it feels within the dream,
Yeah.
what it is that we're experiencing, and then learning a little bit of how we can take away that experience and add it to a meditation practice, a mindfulness practice, a spiritual practice to carry with us through the rest of our lives.
That's so fascinating, actually. This is very, very cool. So we're going to obviously make sure people know all about the 2-day, 2-part conference that's going to happen coming up here soon. But outside of that, how do you work with groups of people, or do people contact you individually? How does that work?
Yeah, so I'm a therapist by trade. And I do work with clients who are open to discussing their dreams. I have within my therapy practice, that's part of what I do. I also meet with clients just individually one-on-one if they prefer not to kind of engage in the full therapy practice,
Yeah.
but would just prefer to kind of engage in more dream work. Yep.
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. Is
Yeah.
there a way to train your brain to remember things better?
Yeah, absolutely. The number one practice that seems to help is journaling. Is
Okay.
is writing down, even if you don't remember your dream in the morning, set the intention, I'm going to remember my dream before you go to sleep. And then when you wake up, spend a little bit of time in that kind of hazy in between space between waking up and, fully going about your day, just to explore. If you can grab onto a little bit of a dream fragment and pull it out, just write down what you remember for the moment.
Yeah.
And it could even be, I didn't remember my dream last night, but I will remember the next night. It
Yeah.
does miracles, even just kind of starting a practice at that level.
Yeah, that is so, so wonderful. All right. Well, we are definitely going to have you back on. I'm going to have to reach out to you again, but certainly we want to make sure anyone who's interested can sign up for the workshop. I'll make sure the details are on screen. We really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to hang out with us today, and can't wait to talk to you again soon.
Yeah, really enjoyed being here today. And thank you, Dani.
Oh, popping back on here. Yes. How awesome is that? Want to thank Andy Moss for joining me. Frederick Dream Lab. Check them out if you've been curious about finding out more about what your dreams mean. All right. Don't forget, yes, we've got that brand new show starting next week, 5 p.m., called Live from Studio 401. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to be looking for some people to join us on that show as well. It's going to be a little bit more freewheeling than Good Morning Frederick. It's all good. Want to thank you guys so much for joining. Your likes, your comments, your shares, your support. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. You guys are the best. So let's get out there. Let's be great.